Alright, so you know what time it is. It's game week 35 of the Premier League. We've only got 3 more left. Come on, let's go through it. It's 4 including this one. I'm shit at maths. Alright, so Man City versus Wolves. Now, all 3 promoted teams have been officially relegated, so Wolves are fuck all to play for. Man City's still fighting for Champions League qualification, but let's be fair, if they do manage to get it, it'll be very dicey. So I think it'll be a 2-0 win for Man City out. Overall, there's a chance that Wolves have, because obviously they've got Matheus Cunha, which is basically a cheat code at this point. But I think it'll be a Man City 2-0 win. Kevin De Bruyne to score 2 in this game. Moving on to Aston Villa and Fulham. I think both teams are pretty much on the beach. Villa are in that European conversation. Fulham, again, kind of have nothing to play for by this stage. They're too far adrift. I think they're currently sitting either 11th or 10th, something along that line. I think it'll be a 1-0 win for Villa. Ollie Watkins to score for the Villains, which will put them, I think, in 6th or 5th. It's not a bad season for them, but I think they won't get Champions League in the end. Over to Leicester and Southampton. It'll be a knout game. They're both relegated, so I think it'll be a 0-0 draw. I think they'll just pass it around for 90 minutes. Jamie Vardy will retire at the end of this year, so maybe he has a chance of getting a goal. But the way I see it, I think it'll be a 0-0 draw. I don't think it'll be anywhere near as entertaining as what other people might expect. And of course, as I said, because they're both relegated on so lower points, they'll just both be embarrassed and just want to get Southampton over that Derby County record point. Anyway, Everton and Ipswich up next. Ipswich relegated but did put up a fight. Lost obviously to Newcastle last week, which, yes, got us way into the Champions League spots, but I feel really bad for Ipswich. And a touch of class from our fans and theirs to serenade each other singing the Bobby Robson song, of course. Managed both clubs, and an absolute legend of the game. Everton have been on a little bit of a shaky run at the minute. I think it's back-to-back defeats, but then again, they have had a hard run. I think they do get back to winning ways in this game. I think it'll be a 1-0 win. Abdoulaye Doucouré to get on the score sheet for the Toffees. Arsenal versus Bournemouth. Now, many people might say that this could be a quite easy Arsenal win. I'm going to go against it. I think it'll be a draw. I think the fact that Liverpool have now been officially crowned Premier League champion means that Arsenal will lose a little bit of morale and they will slip up in a couple of games. I think this will be one of them. Bournemouth are not a bad side by any stretch. They are still in about 8th or 9th. They're still within a couple of points of the Europa League. So I think they'll be fighting hard. Goal scorers will be Evan Nielsen and I think Bukayo Saka for Arsenal. 1-1. Brighton versus Newcastle is the 6th game of the week. It is the first Sunday kickoff at 2 o'clock at the Amex. Brighton have been a bit of a bogey team for us in recent years, and by and large, I think the pressure will start to build on Eddie Howe. I keep saying by and large, and I don't think that fits at all, but the point remains. The fact that Eddie Howe has just come back, we had an emphatic win over Ipswich, albeit not totally convincing. I think Brighton are one of the most talented teams in the division on their day. Of course, they have our former boy, Yankuba Minteh. They have some incredible players, João Pedro, who is a frankly unbelievable striker. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. I think Pedro will score for them, and I think Gordon will score for us, having finally ousted Harvey Barnes from the 11, even though, let's be honest, he doesn't deserve to be ousted. Brentford versus Man United. I think it'll be a Brentford win, 1-0. Johan Visa to score. I don't see Man United picking up much. I think they're going to be more than focused on the Europa League. I think they have a couple of days break between the fixtures. So obviously they'll be prioritising that. They're still in the running for the competition. Brentford don't really have much to play for either. Man United obviously in the 16th or 15th place. Brentford's about 11th at the minute or 12th. 2 mid-table teams and 2 teams that I think will kind of fight it out, but Brentford will get to a 1-0 win. West Ham and Tottenham. Tottenham lost embarrassingly and keep losing in the game. Obviously, they're now 16th or something like that, which is ridiculous. West Ham in 17th, not having a good season at all. I think it'll be a win for West Ham. I think they'll get back to being high morale. I think that's the word I'm looking for, high morale. Obviously, in previous years gone by, under Slaven Bilic, most famously, West Ham became Tottenham's bogey team, and I think the same curse will continue. It will be a 2-0 win for West Ham, Jared Bowen to score 1, and Thomas Soucek to get the other. Chelsea and Liverpool. Liverpool officially crowned champions, probably will get a guard of honour at Stamford Bridge. Obviously, I think they are one of the earliest Premier League title winners. I think the only one to beat them was City with about 5 or 6 games to go. Chelsea have looked a little bit off the pace, but not massively. So I think it will be a 1-0 win for Liverpool. I think it'll be very tight. Virgil van Dijk header to get them in front and win the game. And finally, in this game week, Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest. I think it's a Nottingham Forest rout. Yes, Glasner's team have picked up massive amount of form and they have just been dumped out of the... Oh no, sorry, they haven't been dumped out. They're in the FA Cup final. They have a chance at winning that. Maybe they prioritise that and rest players. In the meantime, they are currently sitting mid-table. They are safe from relegation. They have nothing really to play for. They can't get up to the top level. Nottingham Forest are still fighting for Champions League qualification. They'll be up for this game. It will be a 2-0 win. Morgan Gibbs-White and Chris Wood to get the goals for Forest. And that concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe and all of that down below. I'd be interested to see what your predictions are, so leave them in the comments as well. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. See you later and goodbye for now.